Growing up, I didn't have a lot of church around me. Well, I knew there was someone named Jesus or someone named God, but I didn't know anything about him. I didn't have any relationship with him at all.
I was in the Marine Corps. I was a special ops Marine for 4.5 years. I ended up moving back to Northern California. I got married at that point and got a job as a firefighter. Went into work one day. I just came in and relieved the crew that was before us, and we went out to do a few inspections, and that morning I decided to drive by my house, and I seen the guy's truck that I just relieved parked in my driveway. And got out of the rig and ran inside and caught that guy and my wife, and was completely devastated, completely heartbroken, and decided that I was gonna leave. And I packed my stuff, ended up moving to Las Vegas, Nevada. And I ended up meeting Nicole at that point. Really looking back on it now, there was this desperate desire to be loved. But because of past experiences and the hurt from my past, I was at the same time unbelievably fearful. Like, I did not want to get to a place where anybody could ever hurt me again. And I didn't realize that she had a bag and a box full of past experiences, and I have this box full of past experiences. And when you try to connect those, like, this is a roller coaster ride of absolute chaos. As a last resort, she comes up with some wacky idea. We should probably go to church.
And he agreed. I was shocked, and he's like, okay. Found our church in Vegas. We went every Sunday like we were supposed to, but come, Monday, we were back into the turmoil of yelling and fighting.
And at the moment, we would watch these videos like we're filming now, and I would sit in these seats and think, well, that's not happening to me. And it wasn't until I was upstairs in my house and I was packing my bags to leave. I just got to the point where I just could not do this another day. I think God really got a hold of me. I remember getting on my knees. I didn't hear an audible voice, but I think it was one of the first times God ever really spoke to me, and it was so clear. And I remember just this impression, like, just don't give up. You need to keep going. And it was that moment that things began to change.
I was just like, who are you? What is wrong? And I just remember thinking, like, you found Jesus? Like, I don't feel this way. I don't want to act that way toward you still. I have a lot of hurts and a lot of emotions, and how can you just shut those off? But when I got into a women's group, being an introvert, it was challenging. I would just sit there for a while and just, listen and take in, and little did I know my heart was changing once I started hanging around other women that believed in me and prayed with me, and just having that influence around me, it made such a change just in my personal walk with God.
And I joined a men's group. I needed to get around some men that were trying to live a better life. I started to see some of that fruit. I started to see those videos that I couldn't relate to because I didn't have any of those things happening in my life, and I started to become those videos where God was showing up in my life. I developed relationships for the first time with men that I could share real things with.
And we decided to join this couples group because we want to do it together. It just, that's kind of where it clicked with us as a couple, that like, this is where we belong. Like, this is what God created us to do. These people, these couples that are sitting with us in our house, like, they're the ones that are going to be our lifelong friends.
Remember, big pool party at the house. And there was a moment in the middle of all the chaos with all the people around that I walked through my house. I had to go into my garage for a second. I just broke down, and I thought, this is what it's all about. This is how you do life. These people I would sacrifice everything for, and I know that they would do the exact same thing for us. The quality of life is directly related to the quality of the relationships around you. Like, it's on point. Like, I don't know if that statement could be any more true.